Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 5, Episode 12 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds United, and today we have the second leg of our Europa League Quarter-Final against RB Leipzig, a 4-3 thriller at Ellen Road. Can we hopefully hang on to that in Leipzig? We'll find out shortly. And then we go away to Leicester City in the league. A big game. They are a very good team this season. Now, I thought we'd start off on this screen here, the general information screen. And the reason being, Calvin Phillips, look at this, he's almost at the very top of the icons pile now. By the end of this season, if we were to go and win another trophy, which let's hope we do, either the League or the Europa League, he may well find himself a legend of the club. So I thought we'd have a quick look at him. We know he's a good player. He's been a wonderful player for us. His history here, we can see he's played his entire history, his entire career, I should say, at the club. 263 league games now, 20 goals. It's not a goal scorer, but that's what 1 in 10 almost. So it's not the worst for a defensive midfielder. 15 Player of the Match awards, and that's just since we took over, obviously. His average match rating is right up there, Championship, and of course in the Premier League as well. If you have a look at his information here, he is obviously a supporter of the club, which is obviously going to help him with the fans. He wins Fans Player of the Year just about every season, it seems like. I am his favourite manager, along with Southgate, who was, of course, his England manager. And let's not forget that. He has now played 24 times for England, 1 goal as well. Born in Leeds, born and bred, and just a really, really good player he's been for the club. So let's hope by the end of this season he does actually become a Leeds United club legend. We might need to look into getting him a statue at that point as well. Anyway, we've got one game to catch you up on since last episode. That was our league match against Everton. Let's go see how we did. We took the lead early in the second half when Renier picked out Wan-Bissaka's run. And we secured the points when Wan-Bissaka turned provider, crossing for Leao. So there we go, 2-0 was the final score. It was a tough game for us to get that first breakthrough. We didn't get it to the second half. Wan-Bissaka with a nice goal, Leao with a second. Once we got it, we kind of did control the game. You can see from the match stats, we were the better team, though they did have a little bit more of the ball. But yeah, it was a decent enough performance. We went with the 2 strikers up top and the wing-backs 3 across the back. That was because they had 2 strikers, so we were sort of the extra defender left over at the back. And yeah, just a good solid win, that one. If you have a look at what it means for the league table, we can see Liverpool have also won, so we're a point back of them now in second. That loss to Man United really hurting us right now. We do, as I said, we still have to play Liverpool at their place, at Anfield, before the end of the season. Ideally, I was hoping we'd be in a position where we were ahead of them. And we didn't have to go and win the game. As things stand right now, we would have to go and win that game. But Leicester, you can see here, we're playing the second game. We're up there in 6th. They've got decent recent form. They lost narrowly to Liverpool. They did lose to Watford, who's a decent team this season as well. But the big thing to take away from this is that we are looking very... I think we've already... If you haven't already qualified for the Champions League next year, which I think we would have, because Arsenal have 5 games to go, yeah, we would have for sure, because we're 30-odd points ahead. So we will be back in the Champions League next season. But right now, it's all about this one, the Europa League Quarter-Final. It was a thriller last time out, wasn't it? A stunning comeback from the boys from 3-1 down to get the 4-3 win. So let's have a look at what we're up against here. It's roughly the same. We know that Geraldo Sione is the manager. Good manager he's turned out to be as well. Analysis report here, we can see, if we go back here, we're expecting them to come out in a 4-4-2, which is a little bit different, perhaps. Their heat map is there. This is, of course, from their win over Paderborn in the Bundesliga. We can see their passing network there. They do like to pass out from the back, and their key passes, a lot of them down there in wide areas and crosses coming in. So we're going to have to defend with width for this one. Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out, and we saw what the difference the DM made last time out, so we're going with that again today. So it's Onana in goal. It's Pomgranic, Suto, and Wood as the back 3. Coyle down the right, Sagre down the left. It's Calvin Phillips sitting in there as the deep line playmaker. Mariba and Alina, our 2 Spanish, hopefully, superstars, will get the job done for us in there. Edmondson and Haaland go up top. Let's hope there's goals in those 2. Injuries and suspensions to report. Max Dean is suspended for this one, yellow card accumulation. Bogac is injured. He's got a small knock from that game against Everton, so he's not too serious, but he's not available for this one. And we've also got Jared Bowen, who of course was injured last episode, and Leao's picked up a bit of a knock as well, but he's not too serious. He'll be back tomorrow. That's what we have. Let's see what we can do with it. So there we go. They have come out in the 4-4-2, so that's good to see the scouts have got that one correct for us. Go out there and prove a point today. I think what we want to do is we want to try to take a little bit of pressure off here, I think. We can't allow complacency after that first leg. Yeah, let's go with that. And here we go. Now, if we have a goal fest in this game, that's okay. We've got a lot of work to do to cancel out these 3 away goals. Hopefully, the change in shape will mean we'll be a little bit more solid defensively. And if we can nick a goal, then all the better for it. Because right now, if they were to score, obviously, we would be out on away goals. So we do need to be a little bit careful here with make sure we're not making any mistakes. Let's see if we can get another get creative here. Here we go. It's a goal kick for the Germans. See if we can put a bit of pressure on here nice and early. There's a terrible goal kick out. Mariba has it. He feeds it in for Haaland. Haaland beats a man, and the second defender gets across and makes the block. And, oh, he's off, is he? No. But it is, we've got a bit of advantage played there. We've got a free kick coming up. Alina stands over. It's a tough angle for a shot. He dinks it towards the back post. It's not the best. Wood picks it up, though. And it's tackled away for a throw-in. Are we going to see another highlight from that? No, that's the end of that highlight sequence. We'll give it a demand more maybe after this one. Calvin Phillips on a booking isn't ideal. We do have Noah Kenny on the bench. Obviously, if we play a DM, Noah Kenny is the sort of the second best man at the club after Phillips to play that role. It's been a little bit tight and tense, hasn't it? Just that one highlight in the first half. Not great for viewing, but as things stand, we're going into the semi-finals. Conrad Lima has picked himself up an injury. And there we go. A bit of a snooze fest there. But what do we say to that at halftime? Were they excellent? I don't think they were excellent. What do we say? What do we say? Things are going well. You're capable of better, or I'm not pleased. Let's go with I'm not pleased. We won't yell at them. Just a calm, we're not pleased. I think we can do better than that. I'm wondering, how are we approaching this tactically? We're not exploiting the flanks. Let's try and exploit the flanks. Maybe look to use their strength against them. I mean, we are set up very defensively here, and I'm wondering if we're not giving ourselves enough of a chance. All right, let's not do that. Let's get rid of that. Let's try lowering the tempo and see if we can sort of build ourselves up the field. Let's take it off, be more expressive as well. We've got to be a little bit smart here because we are, as things stand, still winning the tie. What we want to try and avoid, of course, is conceding that goal that sort of sends us out then because of the away goals rule. But it's not been a classic. Here we go. An attacking throw early in the second half. Wood looks like he's picked himself up a booking as well, which isn't ideal. Coyle with a throw in for Alina. Alina goes back for Phillips for Mariba. Mariba turns! Decent save from the keeper. It was straight at him, but still a decent enough effort there. Here we go from the corner. Alina to knock it in. It's decent. It's in the area. Oh, and Wood hit the crossbar there. I think Nathan Wood has hit the crossbar. And we've come straight back for the goal kick. Now, we saw last time they weren't the best from that. They've given it away again. Zagre's pounced. Now, what can Zagre do? It's a good tackle away. Mariba has it! Oh! Almost a stunner from Ilax Mariba. Zagre is not having a great game out there. He's not necessarily a natural in that position. We do have Velvake, who could play at left wing back. The problem I have with that is that if we were to then need to go to a sort of a flat back four, he can't play left back. There's a good ball from Zagre down for Haaland. He's got Edmondson with him. He finds Edmondson, and Edmondson, what a terrible finish that was. Straight into the goalkeeper's hands. We do have Ruiz on the bench. I think, having seen that, we're going to make a change there because that was disgusting. That was a horrible attempt. Let's get him in as a deep line forward. Have him maybe drop back in a little bit. We do have Renier on the bench as well, who we could bring on. Zagre again, not having a great game. I don't want to take him off because I don't want to have to then not have a left back or a natural left back if we need to do that. Let's get rid. There we go. Onana upfield. It's not found its man there in Haaland. And this is nervous now, isn't it? 20 minutes to go. We do not want to concede a goal here. I wonder if we should maybe go off of attacking as well. With the thing is, we don't have an attacking threat right now, do we? Yeah, I don't know whether we stick in at number 10, but that then is going to open us up somewhere else, isn't it? Coyle's gone for it and missed. That could be crucial. He gets back okay, though. We've got men in front of behind the ball. Alina makes a tackle. Can he get rid? Go back. There we go. Oh, no, what is that? Carlos Alina, it's a loose pass, and Timo Werner pounces. And that is serious, serious trouble. All right. Well, now we need to just get rid of players that aren't playing well. We need to get Renier on the field as well. Who do we take off for him? Do we take off Mariba or do we take off Alina? Alina's generally playing better, although he did have a massive, massive stuff up there, didn't he? Calvin Phillips has got to come up. And, is it going to all go wrong? And of all the players too, Carlos Alina, usually so reliable with his passes. And not on that occasion. All right, let's go high line. Let's get stuck in. It does put us in risk, I guess, of a second yellow for some of our players there, but we've got to go for it now. Oh, he had two men there, and he's passed it between the two of them. He's done really well. He's won it brilliantly. He's got a man there. He's got a man there, and he's passed it between the two of them. Oh, and could Onana have done a little bit better as well? 27th goal for Timo Werner. And let's give it a concentrate, perhaps. Come on, boys. Let's maybe exploit the middle. That's where most of our attacking players are. Here we go. Calvin Phillips with the ball. Spreads it wide there for Coyle to get forward. Can he pick out a cross? Louis Coyle goes back for Alina. Alina goes back there for Calvin Phillips for Ruiz. Oh, how we need a Ruiz goal now. There it is out there for Valverde. Can he pull it back? It's decent. Alina undoes his mistake. And it's 1-1 on the night. 5-4 on aggregate. And now what do we do? Do we go back? We can't really go back to being more defensive because we could put Calvin Phillips back in the number 10 role. But we have scored almost instantly having changed to this. So I wonder if we just keep going with it. Of all the players to get a towering header in the box, I don't think Alina's the man. 6th goal of the season. Wouldn't have picked him to do that. Yes, we will proceed with the change. Let's just take it back off attacking, but I think we've got to go with it now. This is exactly what I didn't want to do, isn't it, with bringing Valverde on. We don't really have a defensive left wing back now. Ball in. Pomgranic heads it away. Come on, boys. Come on. Keep the shape here. Keep the shape. Can we go and win that? No, ball goes in. Oh, what is Onana doing? It's off the crossbar or the post, was it? It's a free kick for offside. Okay, so that's why he had so much space there. All right, let's go and close this thing down now. We've got a minute to go of normal time. Then however much the referee wants to add on. I don't think there's been too much by way of stoppages, has there? Let's maybe just drop that line a little bit. All right, let's keep getting stuck in. And can we get away with this one? Go defensive. Come on, boys. See it out for me. See it out for me. See it out for me. There we go. Olena gives them a goal, then scores it again, and we're into the semi-finals, and that was a little bit too tense. I've got to be honest. Very, very, very tense. It's taken years off my life, that one. Well done, boys. Let's go on. So in the end, that stunning comeback at Ellen Road has got us past RB Leipzig and into the semi-finals. We got a little bit more money in the bank. We'll answer the what's the question from the press. We managed to get through. We feel happy. We'll do that afterwards. We've got Hoffenheim in the semi-final. Now, how did they get on in the quarter-final? Let's have a quick look at that. Hoffenheim, they beat Lazio, and they beat them quite comfortably. 5-2, in aggregate. Leverkusen knocked out Manchester City, and Athletic Bilbao knocked out Napoli on away goals there. So, again, it looks winnable, doesn't it? But we just saw we had a hell of a time getting past one German team, and there's two more left in the competition. So it's RB Leipzig. Goodbye, RB Leipzig. We can get them off the brain now. It is Hoffenheim in the semi-finals. Alina, well, does he impress? I think he just undid his bad work, to be honest. 7 key passes. One of them, unfortunately, was for RB Leipzig. And there we go. The Liverpool game has been rearranged as well. So that's going to a little bit of fixture congestion there, perhaps. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We will be back for Leicester City in the league. We cannot afford a slip up there. Okay, welcome back. We're off to the King Power Stadium now to play Leicester City. Now, Liverpool, while this game weekend has been going on, they've played and lost to Everton in the FA Cup semi-final. So, we have a chance to go ahead of them, albeit we would have played a game more. But I'm hoping, having lost to Everton, their big rivals, in the, in case you didn't know that, in the FA Cup semi-final, maybe that might be a little dent in their confidence. So, I'd like to think we can go ahead of them here and then see if we can hang on. We are the favourites for this one. They do have a new manager, Marcel Koller. We can see him here, 63 years old, Swiss. He's decent enough. He's come from Stade Run, or however you say that, in Spain. In France, they're an adventurous standard playing style. We have a look here at their lineup. This is how we're expecting them to play. We can see there and sort of matching up our usual formation. Positional heat map, a little bit narrow perhaps. Passing network, number 14 here looks to be very, very much the pivot of everything they do. So we'll make sure we try and close him down. And there's their key passes there. Tend to be sort of in the final third. Number 14 is Willy Cavallero. So, just for your own reference, I guess. Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out there. And we're going to stick in the DM because we saw in recent games that it's worked for us. Maybe not so much against RB Leipzig, but certainly with wingers. So I'm hoping that'll be a good change for us. So Onana goes in goal. It's Zagreb, Greenwich, Wood, who should be a ball player. And Coyle is the back four. Kene comes in to play in the DM role with McCalmont and Mariba in midfield. It's Under and Vervaeke going in wide areas. Haaland up top. Let's go. Now, our next game in the league is at home to Manchester City, which sounds like a tough game, but Manchester City are like their 12th or 13th in the league this season. So it's a really sort of tough game to decide sort of what players we want to play in that. So I'm trying to, that's why it maybe looks a little bit not quite the strongest team, but not a full second string team. And just trying to figure out, the best way to use the squad here. Now, the game's saying if we win this, we'll secure Champions League qualification for next season. With City out of the Champions League, I'm sure we've already done it, and it's a matter of time anyway. We're going to be first or second in the league this season, so it doesn't really affect us. But we could, according to the game, mathematically do it this game. What do we want to say here? I think if we play your game, you win. You're capable of that. Let's try that. I want to try and keep the pressure off of them where I can. So if they go out there and play their natural game, that's all you've got to do, boys. You'll win. And here we go. Now, Leicester did give, as I said, they gave Liverpool a really tough game. If you remember from last episode, Liverpool only scored the winning goal in a 2-1 win in the 91st minute. So I'm expecting a tough game here. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the result, though. Here we go. Can we put some pressure on them? Come on, boys. Come on. Can we get a foot in there? We've made them go back, which is fine. Here they go now, coming forward. Wilson's tried to knock it past his man. Coyle staying with him. Coyle's done brilliantly there. Plays it into McCalmont. McCalmont back to it's a bit of a risky pass. Come on, boys. Under's done well to keep possession there as well. McCalmont, look at the space Mariba has to stride into, and we know he's quick. What can he do? He's got to pass out here if he wants it. He does find Vervaeke. Vervaeke overlapping fullback. Will he find Zagreb? He does. Where's Haaland in the middle? Can we pick him out? Vervaeke. Haaland! Oh, it's off the crossbar. Nice little bit of play there, though, wasn't it? That looked really, really crisp. I like that. We've had absolutely none of the ball. 28% in the first 12 minutes or so. That's not good enough. Kene sprays a pass out there. It's a stunning ball for Under. What can he do? Cutting into traffic. Really not the best, to be honest. And he's given it away. He needed to go down the outside there, didn't he? They've lumped one over our heads. He's in. It's their main scorer. And Under, what's his name? Onana's there. Makes the save. And the striker needlessly runs it out for a goal kick. 17 minutes gone. Let's try and demand a little bit more here. We really are not getting any of the ball here, are we? All right, so let's try closing up these lines and getting stuck in. See if that makes any difference for us whatsoever. Here we go. Corner to defend. Maddison knocks it in. Can we get that away? Oh, there was no one there. And William Caliero has put Leicester City 1-0 up. Let's tell them to show some passion. And we haven't really been in this game yet. We've had none of the ball, and I'm wondering if we need to get rid of the DM now, stick in a number 10. We can't seem to decide what we want to do and how we want to play here, what's going to be most effective for us. We've picked up a knock there with Wood. It's a pulled groin, so we probably can't mess around with that. We might have to take him off. Haaland with the ball. Back there for Zagreb. Zagreb to Mariba with time and space, and Mariba makes no mistake and sticks it away for his 4th of the season. A really, really good goal. A really, really good response. We're going to have to take off Nathan Wood with his pulled groin there. That's not going to last. So we'll bring on Sutar. That should be fine. And now that begs the question, do we want to keep going like this, or do we want to go and stick in that number 10? Look at that, so much time and space, and it's a really good finish, isn't it? He used the time and space to his perfection, used the defender there to mask the goalkeeper as well. That's a stunning finish. Let's demand a little bit more. Unders and both wide players are having a bad day, which isn't ideal. I wonder if I think right now we are exploiting the flanks. I wonder if we take that off and just sort of play wherever the space may be. I'm going to say again, I'm not happy with that, boys. Come on. Look at Kene. Only played 7 games, 1 start, 6 off the bench. He's really not had the game time this season, with us not playing with that DM. Both wingers have been poor, haven't they? So let's try exploit the middle perhaps, and then use the overlaps when they're sort of there to be used. See if that makes any difference. Another corner here. Now let's make sure we defend this one better, please, boys. Come on. Ball comes in. It's headed away. It's not completely cleared, though. Wilson's there. It's a good block tackle. Second attempt. And just goes past the post. We do have Abel Ruiz on the bench. We've seen him come on and get many a goal for us before. So that might be something. Let's give it a concentrate. Ball cleared out there. Pongranich has it. Can we use this now? Brings it forward nicely. Zagreb has it. Crosses it into the box. It's under at the back post. Headed away. And are we going to get hit on the break here? They've gone forward early. Pongranich can't get there. Can we get a block in? Yes, we can. Pongranich does eventually get back and makes a tackle on the edge of the box. That's a foul. And if they're going to look to lump it over our heads like that, we might just drop our lines back a little bit. What we need to do first of all here is defend this set piece. And that's just over the bar. Let's just drop that back a little bit. And let's go close them down a little bit more as well. Let's be aggressive when we don't have the ball. All right. What to do. I think Under's used up his... hit my patience. So we'll get him off. We'll get Ruiz on. Hopefully he can come back and get the goal that we've come to expect from him when we need it most. Valvake gets it forward now. What can he do? Can he get a cross in? He's got 2 men on him and he loses out. Zagreb picks up. I think Valvake actually did quite well there to make sure that the clearance was a scuffed one. It's Haaland and it's off the crossbar. Can Coyle keep it in play? Will the highlight continue? No, it will not. It's another highlight though. Here we go. What's his name? Ruiz is on the field. Zagreb crosses it in. It is Ruiz, and it is Ruiz! He does it again and again and again, and it's 7 goals this season now for him. We've turned it around. We're 2-1 up. We'll go back to positive. We'll tell them we demand a little bit more. It was just a cross into the box from Zagreb, and that man again, Abel Ruiz. When we need a goal, Abel Ruiz. 7th of the season. Excellent stuff. All right. And here we go again. Apparently we just shouldn't have been exploiting the flank. Zagreb knocks it in. It's headed away. And are we going to get done on the break here? It's their man again that just is looking like an absolute machine getting forward. Who is this guy? We need to sign him. Coyle's there. Can't do it. And it's 2-2. And that was soft, wasn't it? You got to just cut him down. Unbelievable. Show some passion, boys. There, this guy here, you've got to do better. Just rugby tackling Mariba. And Coyle again, he's dove in. But he hasn't even dove in. He's just let him go straight past him. Onana's frozen to the spot. And it's 2-2. Now, who is this guy? He's not that good. He's not that good. Come on. Oh, we can't afford to drop points here. That really does open the door for Liverpool then, doesn't it? Can we give it a demand more here? We're going to have to stick in a number 10, I think. We'll go for it. Let's get Mariba forward. He's not the best in that role. You know what we can do, actually? Yeah, this is what we can do. We can bring Alina on for him. For Kene, given that he's on a booking. We can switch McCalmont over. We can switch those two over. And let's stick him in there as an attacking midfielder. And Mariba as an advanced playmaker on attack. This is risky. This is very much... going for the win and risking the loss, but I just feel like we need to do it. Faith in you to make the difference, Carlos. You rescued us in Europe. Can he go and rescue us in the league now? Barely, 2 or 3 days later. Zagreb, corner in. It's back post. It's Haaland. It's just over the bar. Oh, come on, boys. Come on. It's one of these in isolation. A draw away to home to a team that's sort of challenging for a European spot is not the worst. But we've dropped points, and that was 2 silly goals, a set piece and a counter-attack from our own corner. That's harsh. Should we have gone with the 2 strikers up top, perhaps? The wingers didn't play well, so you'd say in hindsight maybe we should have. The injury to Wood isn't the worst. We've paid Monaco money for Zagreb, that's fine, he's been a good player for us. Mariba had a good game in there, but... we've dropped points when we really couldn't afford to, and that really now does open the door to Liverpool. They're ahead of us on goal difference with a game in hand. All right, guys, well, that does it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. 2 draws. That's a really bad drop point. Yeah, anyway, we've still got to play Liverpool. As long as we stay within 3 points of them and goal difference is close, then we still have a chance. What I think we'll do is we'll come back for Bournemouth in the league and the first leg against Hoffenheim at home. That'll be for next time. Hopefully we'll get the job done against City in between times. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.